60.
And good evening, everyone. John Russell along with Cal Van Single here. It is Tuesday night basketball in the West Michigan Conference as the Montague Wildcats, 5-5 in the conference, 9-5 overall, take on the North Muskegon Norsemen, 6-4 in the conference, 9-6 overall. Big West Michigan Conference battle is looking forward to tonight's action, Cal.
Yeah, we certainly are. I tell you what, anytime you get a West Michigan Conference battle on a Tuesday night in February, late February, especially as we're getting closer to being late February,
right?
You know there's going to be a lot on the line, and there is here tonight. And a couple of, I'm not saying they're rivals, but these two teams know each other really well. They're going to come out, play hard. They're going to battle. Both teams are. They're going to get after it. And I'll tell you what, Montague here, they want to beat here North Muskegon because North Muskegon got them in their gym in overtime. So Montague here, the Wildcats, they got a little something to play for.
January 7th, as you mentioned, North Muskegon 53, Montague 48 in overtime. Montague Wildcats been kind of streaky this year, Cal. They started out winning their first 3 games, then they lost 4 of their next 5 as the holidays weren't really good to them. Then they went on a 5-game win streak before they lost to Whitehall 52-46. I believe you and Bill did that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, one thing I noticed about Montague here so far this season, John, is their streaky shooting. I mean, they just have been. There's nights and they shoot the ball really well and they get a nice win, and other nights, man, they just struggle.
Yeah.
You know, talking with Dave Osborne, their head coach before the game, you know, right now they don't have anybody, he doesn't think, shooting over 33% from the three-point line. Well, if you're under that, you got to be 33% or better. If you're under that,
sure,
that's not good.
Right.
You know, and their field goal shooting percentage is low this year. So it's a crazy team because we've seen them twice, I think, before Christmas, and they were phenomenal.
Well, their opening game, they played the perfect game.
Yeah, I think you and I thought going into Christmas break, they might be the team to beat.
Right.
And since then, they're this Jekyll and Hyde team. They're up and they're down, and you know
unfortunately they were the team to beat after the holidays as it turned out. Yeah.
Yep. And they're struggling. They're struggling shooting. Some night I asked him about free throws, and he goes, we're like at 70-some% right now. And I said, well, it must be me because, boy, I've called a couple of your games. You've really struggled from the free throw line. So they can get those things figured out, get their shooting, free throws. They defend like crazy.
Right.
So they can get their shooting figured out. They're going to be a tough out here in March.
Meanwhile, the North Muskegon Norsemen always been impressed with what Chuck Ripstra brings to this team. He seems to get the most out of these guys year in and year out. They're always very competitive, usually winning a district, and they'll fight you all the way into a regional final usually. A very, very good, very tough team. They started out kind of opposite of Montague. They lost 3 of their first 5. And then they went on to win 7 of their next 8 games. Yeah. And that was where they made hay. They were right in the thick of the race. I mean, they're still 6-4, so they're a couple of games back. But they were right there knocking on the door with Ravenna, Whitehall, and Shelby for a while, who was up there. But then they had 2 tough conference losses in a row. They lost to Whitehall by the score of 69-61, and then Ravenna 58-53. So they've fallen on some tough times as well here.
3 words for Chuck Ripstra. Model of, what was the word I'm looking for? I had it.
Might have to settle for 2 words.
Yeah, might have to settle for 2 words, really. Model of consistency.
There you go.
Every year, his kids come out, they play well, they're fundamentally sound, they play good defense, they hit their free throws, they hit their shots. They're one of the smallest schools in the West Michigan Conference. And it seems like year in and year out, that conference title goes through somewhere along the line. It's going to go through the Norsemen. And I'll tell you, he's so good at getting his teams ready for March.
He is.
And you think, you'll say, you and I will talk, okay, who do we think is going to go to the regionals? Well, this team probably will get maybe to the regional final. And then we go, well, you can't count out Chuck. You know, he'll have his team ready. And year in and year out, his team's going the furthest, just like they did last year.
Yeah, exactly. The conference looks like this. Actually, we'll do conference and overall standings. What a dogfight you got up top, Cal. You got Ravenna and Whitehall tied for first place, both 8-2, 10-4 in the conference. And Whitehall just keeps getting better and better. But how about Courtney Kemp's Ravenna Bulldogs? You know, we talked about Chuck Ribstra getting the most out of his guys.
Yeah.
You know, ever since Courtney's been in the league, he's done pretty well as well.
Courtney's done very well, and he's made really Ravenna with the old football schools, made them now a basketball school also to go with being a football school. And one thing Courtney's got is he has got a boatload of looks like 6'1" athletes, doesn't he? We've seen them earlier. Like we've seen them a couple weeks ago, and they were here, and it's like he's running athlete after athlete after athlete off the bench. They're coming in, they're playing well, and they're not the biggest guys, but they're really athletic, and they played hard. And when you have all these athletes, you know, like the Becklins and Chulo, and I can't think of some of these other guys right now.
We got
BB, yeah, thank you. When you have those guys, like, my goodness, you're a good basketball team. So, you know, he just has great all-around athletes, and the Courtney, of course, does a great job of coaching. Makes them, doesn't surprise us really that they're tied for first. That maybe surprises other people, but certainly doesn't surprise us.
And then in the next echelon, you have Shelby and North Muskegon at 6-4. Both of those teams are. Shelby is 9-5 overall. North Muskegon, as we mentioned, is 9-6. And how about the Shelby Tigers? You expected for years and years and years the old master Rick Zulik to, have those guys competing, and they did. And then they had that drought of, I don't know, half a dozen years or so. It was far too long. And it's good to see the Shelby Tigers coming back this year and getting back to where they belong, right in the thick of the hunt.
Yeah, there's a team with Rick Zulik, the Shelby Tigers. We were used to long playoff runs with them, boys and girls combined.
Right.
Especially when he was coaching both of them. So, yeah, it's very uncharacteristic. But then you look at, he has kids that go out and compete hard, but, he doesn't have some of the level of athleticism some of his former teams have had.
Sure. Then you have Montague, as we mentioned, 5-5, 9-5 overall. And the team that, we've only seen them the one time. I believe we're going to see them this Friday when they play Whitehall. But I'm talking Oak Ridge. They are 4-6, 8-8 overall. And even though they got handled in the only time that we've seen them this year, that opening game against Montague, I don't hold that against them because I think Montague would have beaten a lot of teams that night. Like I said, that was the night that we thought, holy smokes, look at this. They were passing behind their back. They looked like the Harlem Globetrotters high school version. And, and Oak Ridge has got some players. I mean, they got, I think the Weaver kids over there. You got Joza down in the low post. Coach Rule's son. I mean, he's a young guy, but you can see that he's got huge upside to him. So they got some players there. So I kind of scratch my head when I look at Oak Ridge's record at 4-6 and 8-8. So
yeah, and I think they're a lot like Montague, where they've lost 6 games. I think Dave was telling me earlier they have lost 6 games and so far this season by 4 to 5 to 6 points. They only have one loss.
Right.
That was a double-figure loss, and that was the one at Whitehall, and that's when they were shooting a lot of free throws. They kept fouling them, so to try to that game fouled.
Sure.
Hopefully 1-on-1, miss it 2, get the board, go down, hit the 3, change the 2 for 3, and try to catch back up. So I think they're a lot like them. They probably lost a lot of close games, but they're another team just athletic.
Yeah.
And like you said, Joseph's, wow. He's a beast, isn't he?
Yes.
My goodness.
Beast in the low post.
Yeah.
And then you have, of course, bringing up the rear, you have Hart and Mason County Central. Individually for the Montague Wildcats, they're led by, as his father walks by us right now, Tate Stein, averaging 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And I'll tell you what, when I was talking to his father last time I called the game, I know you and Bill had one since then, I had forgotten that he missed obviously all of last season. As soon as I saw, that's right, because we were talking about that. I said, hey, see, Tate had a nice game. He says, yeah, he's still trying to find himself. After that injury last season and missing that whole season really kind of set him back. But he is really one of the, certainly, if not the leader, certainly in the top 2 or top 3 he's got to make it happen. He's got to have a good game in order for Montague to have success.
Well, I tell you what, I mean, I'm suffering from a pretty major ACL tear myself, and then I tore the replacement. That is also, it's not like a bone break.
Right.
Where you're 6 weeks later, you're healed up and you're not worrying about it breaking again. A ligament like that, especially the ACL in the middle of your knee, so much of your knee goes through that ligament. And that is also a mental game to kind of make sure that, okay, I can start to do the things I've done in the past, and it's going to hold together and not blow apart again. So, that's a very mental injury. I know that. Of course, you know me anyway, mentally. But I have a lot of mental injury. But, I've tore two, and the first one was devastatingly painful. So I get it. I completely get it. Kudos to him not even wearing a brace out here.
Right, exactly. You wouldn't know it. That's, I guess, why I forgot about, last season. Then you have Owen Rath. Started off kind of being, we called him Vinny Johnson, the microwave, coming off the bench, but he's earned a spot in the starting lineup. He's averaging 9 points, and he's a guy that, if his three-pointer starts falling, he's good for – he's like potato chips. You can't just have one of them. He's going to have two or three.
And he did that, I think, last week when we were here. He came in off the bench, or maybe 2 weeks ago, hit his first trip, hits a three. 2 trips later, buries another three, and he can ignite this offense out here for Montague. And it's been a lot of nights he's led them in scoring. Just that little sophomore, he's 5'6", he's got exceptionally quick hands, which sometimes gets him into trouble because he goes for those steals, but he's getting better at it.
Right.
I think he's making better decisions. He's fun to watch play because he's scrappy.
Sure.
I mean, he doesn't know he's 5'6".
Yeah.
He thinks he's 6'5".
Yeah, nobody's told
So
him.
I love that about the kid watching him.
Right.
But I think he's their best scorer.
And then you talk leaders, you certainly don't get any more of a leader than Tug Nichols from his years on the football field and what he can offer here. He averages 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Just a tough kid.
And you got to have those guys out there.
Right.
Man, it seems like, he'll shoot a couple threes and they're maybe an air ball or it rattles around the rim. It's not really close. But when the game's on the line, or even if it's the second quarter, third quarter, so maybe the other team's on a run, he reaches up and fires up a three and buries it.
Sure.
So it's like, he just does all that little stuff. Just like one of my favorite players, Brassfield.
Right.
He does all those little things that you just need.
Yeah, Brassfield averaging 6.7 rebounds. Remains to be seen how much action, if any, he's going to see tonight. Apparently he's nursing he is out on the floor in the warm-up, so that's a good sign. But he does not have the knee brace on anymore, and we understand he's had some problems, I believe, with that knee. So we'll see if he how it goes tonight for him.
Apparently he hurt that knee a year ago in the state championship football game, and it's just not gotten it taken care of yet. Doesn't want to maybe get shut down for a little bit, but I need to go have a chat with the young man because knee pain is it's not going to get better just by resting it.
Right.
And if it's minor, you can get it scoped quick and you can be back within a month.
Sure. Then their big guy, 6'7", Isaiah Atchison, averaging 7.6 rebounds, several steals. I think he leads the teams in steals and blocks. This kid can take over a game at times. Sometimes he's kind of working him like an outside game here. I noticed that a little bit. I don't know if that's something that he's trying to do to, improve his portfolio for maybe colleges looking at him or what. But you would think that he would be one of those guys that kind of camps down in the low post, but he does move around a little bit.
Yeah, this offense is kind of set, made for him to be on that move. And one thing about it, if you're going to go to college and play, and I think he's got the ability to do that, more than likely he's not going to be in the low post at 6'7" unless he keeps growing. So I can see where Dave is like moving him around, trying to help him for his future also.
Sure. North Muskegon side, they start off with Troy McManus, a junior. Hey, how you doing? Troy McManus averaging 15.7 rebounds. Had his brother, that was the McManus brothers last year. And they, you don't want to say a two-man team, but they certainly were the dominators out there.
And really powered that team to that long regional final run there. They were so much fun to watch. And like I said, this one's back, and he's young, he's athletic, he's going to get after it. Looking forward to seeing him play here tonight.
And then the coach's son, Brandon Ripstra, he's averaging 7 points. Coach's kid, so you know that he's going to be fundamentally sound.
Certainly is, and kind of that coach out on the floor, I would imagine, there also.
And then James Young, good to see him coming back from that football injury. He's averaging 7 points, and he's just a freshman. So, some years to look ahead there. And he's got his brother Champ, averaging 5 points and 4 rebounds. Champ, kind of a wide body down there.
Yeah.
Again, along the lines of maybe a Brassfield, not the tallest kid, but he's going to plant himself in that low post, and he's going to be a force down there.
He certainly is, and he knows how to play in that low post. Knows how to use both hands. Gets up. He can get up at the rim. Athletic, makes things happen.
And then 2 other guys that helped out in the low post. I know we saw him in the All-Star game, or the Hall of Fame game rather, against Orchard View. Jason Bogue and Sam Gallo. Those guys came in off the bench and again solidified that low post. And really, Orchard View was having all kinds of trouble scoring from inside. Now they were scoring from outside, fine, but boy, these guys just locked it down low.
Certainly having Bogue in that starting lineup here tonight.
Yeah,
and looking for big things from him, just being that senior.
And then another guy, Ben Myers, averages 3 points and 3 assists. He's another guy that comes right off the bench and does a fantastic job as well.
He certainly does. Looking, one of my favorite guys to watch coach is Chuck Ripstra, and he's right over here to our left. So I'll be watching him here, Coach. And of course, hey, we got a halftime guest.
Yeah.
One of our favorite people in the world.
Cody Liverance. He's the freshman coach, also I believe the tennis coach, right?
And by the way, you're welcome. Yeah, state champion.
Yeah,
state champion tennis coach.
Yeah,
so you can address him as sir.
Stacy. Yeah, good guy, that's for sure. So we're going to switch it down to the floor as we get ready for the national anthem and the player introductions.
Montague High School, along with the West Michigan Conference, takes a position that learning to practice good sportsmanship is essential for the complete education of our students. Respect, fairness, courtesy, graceful acceptance of the results are all characteristics of good sports. With that in mind, we ask all fans to refrain from booing, harassing players or officials, or any conduct showing disrespect to our opponents. Win with character and lose with dignity. Ladies and gentlemen, the Star-Spangled Banner tells our past and ongoing fight for freedom, freedom of diversity, and our responsibility to promote respect and equality for all. Let us be united in those efforts today as we join together in the singing of our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose vast wings and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, great job with the national anthem there. And here with our starting lineups, Cal Van Single, I do believe. You're all set for those, partner?
That's where I usually am, yeah. Here we go for Chuck Ripstra's North Muskegon squad. Brandon Ripstra is going to be out there. Troy McManus, Champ Young, James Young, and Jason Bogue. Bogue, the senior. James Young is that freshman. Champ Young, the senior. McManus is a junior, and Ripstra is a junior. So they got some guys coming back. For the Montague High School, Dave Osborne, their head coach, assistant coach Randy Lindquist. Owen Rath, that sophomore, 5'6" in the starting lineup tonight. Zog Nichols, 5'8" senior in that starting lineup. Paul Olson, another sophomore, checks in at 6'2", that starting lineup. Tate Stein, a.k.a. Sleepy Stein. He's in the lineup here tonight, 6-foot senior. And another sophomore, 6'7", I can jump out of the gym. Isaiah Atchison in that lineup tonight. Dave Osborne running not one, not two, but 3 sophomores in that starting lineup for his Montague Wildcats. John?
And you mentioned Tate Stein. Of course, they will be doing the big Montague Hart girls game. He and Connor Rath will be doing that.
Yep.
As they've done a fine job this year.
Done a great job. Tell you what, can you do me a favor? Where's my volume? Because to turn my hearing up just a little bit.
Well, yes, that's
there we go. Good,
me.
Thank you. I didn't want to turn you down because I knew,
yeah,
I'd be put right in timeout.
All right, North Muskegon with the ball to start things off here. This is number 5 with it. Troy McManus works it over in the corner, high post right side to Ripstra.
Man-to-man defense. Go ahead.
Ripstra gets it over to James Young. Young now, a little hook pass underneath, and it's stolen. Well, it was knocked away, I guess I should say, by Atchison of Montague, and it's going to go out of bounds.
I think it went off Isaiah's foot and promptly went all the way to the other end of the gym here. So what is that, 8 seconds into this? Northspring get away with it, almost having a turnover.
Bringing the ball up court now is Young, James Young.
And we have a stoppage of play. I thought the clock was moving, didn't you? Because it was 7:52 when the ball went out of bounds.
Right.
No. We have heard from voices above. That's one of those thankless jobs, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, running
oh
the clock,
my gosh. You know, you can do it right all night, and you make one mistake towards the end of the game, and 3,000 people are going to boo you.
Yeah.
There's a thankless job.
Bo gets it over to James Young, who works over to McManus. McManus shoots from the left side and scores, knocks it down. And the Norsemen are on the board 2-0, 7:29 first quarter.
Tell you what, tough shot from that end line on that left side, and he buried that thing.
Tate Stein passes over to Tug Nichols, works it back down to Stein left side. Stein to Nichols. Back up to Owen Rath.
Going to reset.
Rath works it to Nichols, bounce pass down to Isaiah Atchison, feeds it to Olson, who goes down, gets it to Stein. Stein underhand, misses a shot, rebound brought down by Bogue of North Muskegon.
Pretty move by Stein in that low post, wanted to go left, felt pressure, went and spun back around to the right. Almost finished with a beautiful play, left it just short, John.
James Young gets it to Bogue. Jason Bogue with it, leaves it back to Young. 6:51 left here, first quarter, 2-0, North Muskegon on top.
Norseman had a cutter, but Owen picked him up nicely.
This is Ripstra dribbling in, getting it to Bogue. Free throw jumper, shoots it and scores. 4-0 now, North Muskegon with 6:39 left.
Dave Osborne's going, well, they're shooting 100% on the evening.
Ball is
and
off
a turnover.
off the fingertips of Nichols, so it's going to be a turnover to North Muskegon. So Montague not getting off to the start that they would want to.
No, they are not. Really only had one possession here. This is a third good possession here already for, if not fourth.
Young gets it to his brother, Champ Young, and now they work it over the corner to Ripstra. He tries to get it off of Atchison.
Goes out of bounds. It's still going to be Norseman ball, John.
So he was able to do that. So heads-up play there by Ripstra. It's going to be Champ Young on the trigger. Champ, as I said, playing with his brother James. Works it up to McManus. McManus going to drive in, and then he passes off to Bogue, and Bogue finishes it off. Great work between McManus and Bogue. 6-0 Norse now with 6:13 left.
Oh, what a beautiful finish by Bogue. He's quickly got 4 points.
This is Stein working it over to Rath. Rath back to Stein. Stein right side.
Montague needs a bucket here. They got to get this offense going.
Up 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. This is Stein trying to triple, and he sinks it. That might get him going there a little bit. Cuts the lead in half just like that.
Yeah, deep in that far corner. Let it go. Nice arc and rotation.
McManus tries a three, misses. Owen Rath with a rebound for Montague.
And the little guy comes out of there again with a defensive rebound, more often than not.
And all the way down, Rath misses a shot. This is McManus with the rebound.
Now,
trapped in the backcourt.
Go ahead.
Gets it up to Young. Young fires it underneath the, I don't know. Bogue kicked it all the way out to Ripstra, who shot. Man, I thought Bogue might have the shot right underneath. The shot is missed again, but Champ Young with a rebound. Champ spins, fires, and he misses. Rebound ripped down by Isaiah Atchison.
2 offensive rebounds. Long pass, John.
Up to Olson. Paul Olson finger rolls it, misses a shot. Rebound coming back. This is Champ Young getting it out to McManus. McManus and Owen Rath collide.
And Owen's going to pick up the foul. That one was more the Norseman attacked him.
Yeah.
Had him on the move and kind of went right into him. Owens going, I'm just defending. I'm just hands up, just defending.
Right.
But that's what, sometimes a lot of players do that. They get you moving, they're going to go right into you.
Sam Gallo checks in for the Norse, and Owen Rath is checking out. I see Blankstrom coming in, and also Bransfield is coming in as Paul Olson leaves.
Owens first, team first. Go ahead, John.
This is Ripstra. 6-3, Norse on top. Over to McManus. McManus, little pick and roll inside to Gallo. Kicks it back over to Ripstra. He tries a three, misses it. Rebound pulled down by Tate Stein.
Nice job by Stein with that defensive rebound.
Stein now stop and go. He's in the paint. Now he's out of the paint, gets it to Tug Nichols. Nichols works it over to Bransfield, who works it to Blankstrom. Blankstrom pulls up free throw line, shoots, scores. It's 6-5, 1 point game. So Montague put together a little 5-0 run here.
Yeah, I tell you what, and they've got 2 stops down on that end, and they convert them into points. That's why it's a 1 point game, John.
4:29 left here, first quarter. This is Sam Gallo in the paint, kicks it back out to number 15, who's into the game. That is Ben Myers. Works it now over to Champ Young. Young to Gallo. Gallo down to Ripstra.
Good defense here.
Ripstra trying to get it back again to Myers. It's on the floor. Battle for it, and
Gonna have a jump ball.
That's what it is.
And it's gonna go over to Montague.
So the Wildcats have battled back from a 6-0 deficit to trail 6-5.
Peterson checks in. Tug is gonna sit down.
And for the Norsemen, looks like Quinn Kurzman, the senior, is going to come in. And setting down will be Champ Young.
Go 2-3 zone here.
Tate Stein brings the ball up court, gets it over to Peterson. Peterson tries, and he does get it down to Atchison. Atchison goes up strong, misses a shot, draws a foul.
Oh, I think it's going on 30. It is going on 30.
That's Sam Gallo.
The Norseman, number 30.
That'll be his first, team first, I believe.
It is. Yeah, it's going to put Isaiah Atchison at the free throw line. Atchison, as we said, averaging 7 points, 6 rebounds. Among the leaders, or he is the leader in steals and blocks as well. And he misses a free throw there.
Boy, that looked pretty.
It did. Did everything but
when it left his hand, it was arc, it was soft.
Yeah.
I think it was way right. It's like one of the curveballs you used to throw in high school.
Right. Oh, man, misses the other one, too. The tip comes out, and Montague stays in control.
Good job of them getting offensive rebound.
Stein to Peterson's going to be short. Battle for, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Oh, I thought it was North Muskegon ball. They're going to say Montague ball.
Number 5, Braden Johnson.
Dave Osborne yelling run. I think he's yelling to say run the end line.
Braden Johnston, the junior, comes in for Isaiah Atchison. Blankstrom on the trigger. Tries to get it into Johnson. Johnson having trouble with it, and then Johnson tries to get it off of, was not successful, tried to get it off of Kurzman.
Kind of threw that into a double team, I think. He had 2 guys wide open, out wide left.
Let's see if the Norse can get that going again. They have not scored since they had the 6 points here. Driving down is McManus. Works it eventually over to Ripstra. Ripstra in the paint, rocker step in, misses a shot, draws a foul.
And that's going to go on Johnston, I think. Yep, it'll be his first, team second. Shooting foul, so Ripstra's going to be on the line to shoot 2. And I'm going to say right now that he's a good free throw shooter because he's the son of the coach.
Yeah, you would think so,
and
right?
if he's not, he's probably walking home tonight.
And he knocks that one down. 7-5, Norse extend their lead, 3:31 left here, first quarter.
Got to believe young Mr. Ripstra is fundamentally sound.
And the second shot is made as he knocks that one down.
Ripstra's got a just a sleeve on his right knee. Not a big heavy brace, but it's kind of a sleeve there.
Peterson works it back up to Stein. Stein on top being watched by Ripstra. And now he's going to pull it back and set an offense.
Yeah, good job. Good decision.
Lob pass underneath the Bransfield, who puts it up and scores.
At a very awkward angle, too. Nice, first of all, nice pass by Stein. Great finish by Rodney.
We are tied at 8, 3:03 left first quarter.
I think Rodney came down underneath the backboard when he caught that.
This is McManus. Crossover dribble. He's going to drive right, drive left. He's in the paint, dishes off nicely to number 10. That's Kurzman, and Kurzman scores. Well, I'll tell you what.
That was a nice finish, but that pass,
yeah,
wow.
That's what I was going to say. McManus, not only their leading scorer, but this guy can also set up his teammates. 9-8, Norse up by 1, 2:34 left. Oh, ball intercepted. This is Gallo coming back. Doesn't have the numbers.
And we have a foul. I think
follow
I think
Blankstrom.
the entry pass down here was to Johnston. 32.
That's going to be Blankstrom on the foul. Owen Rath is going to check in, and Peterson is going to check out. So Owen Rath for Owen Peterson.
Yep. Blankstrom, that's his first 3 team fouls, but everybody just with 1 here so far for Montague.
James Young checked back into the game for the Norse.
Montague still playing a little tough man-to-man defense. They're stolen away by Owen.
Owen has it for the Montague Wildcats, trailing by 3.
How about hand in a passing lane is what makes that happen.
Pass over left side to Stein. Stein's going to drive and puts it up, shoots, scores. It is 10-9, 1-point game now with 2:07 left.
Stein with 5 early points.
Lob pass to Gallo, and Gallo puts it down. Nice pass there from number 15. That was Ben Myers to Gallo.
That's a great pass. Those are hard passes. Oh, it's going to call charge, and he did.
This is Blankstrom, a shot misses. This is a rebound pulled down by Myers.
They do not have the numbers. I thought they were going to run, but they stopped.
Young passes down to Gallo.
Johnson got away with the foul.
Gallo to Young, back up top to Myers. Myers works over to Gallo, high post left side, 1:34 left. North's up 12-9. Gallo
Go ahead.
kicks it back over to Myers. Now to James Young.
Really good defense out here by Montague. Really actually almost pushing the Norseman back away from the rim with his defense.
This is Gallo, bounce pass, tried to get it down to Kurzman, and now we have a battle for it, and a timeout called by Dave Osborne. He called the timeout because he didn't want to get his guys to have a travel call.
And right when they gained possession,
Right.
That's when the officials seen him.
Yeah, exactly.
And said, "I'll give you a timeout." And at that point, Dave's going,
Yeah, I really
don't want it.
Yeah. Well, 12-9, the Norse with the lead. Montague's come back to tie this game at one point, and Norse was able to get the lead back. So we got a little seesaw battle going here.
Yes, we do. Look at Matt Tarquette over there, right in the middle of that huddle.
Yeah.
CatchMark Sports getting all the action. Does such a great job.
Brent Rath.
Jesse King.
Yep,
Jesse King. Brent sitting right here with us. Wow.
It is a busy week for CatchMark. We
Yes,
are here
it is.
tonight. Tomorrow, I think they have the night off. Then Thursday, got the girls' game between Hart and Montague. And then Friday, Cal and I will be back on the hard court, as it looks like it'll be over in Whitehall. So Whitehall will take on, we have a little discrepancy if it's Ravenna or Oak Ridge.
Oh,
So
and
we'll see who it is.
Owen thought that Blankstrom was going to be ready to receive the pass. And Blankstrom wasn't even looking.
Right. Here comes James Young across the line. Norse with the lead, 12-9, 1 minute left in this first quarter. Bogue up top, works it over to Young. On the cutter underneath was his brother Champ. Champ with the ball, he takes a shot, and a foul's going to be called.
That's a late foul.
Yeah.
That is a late foul. It's going to go on Olsen.
It is. His first.
His first team fourth. Wow, that was a late one.
So it's going to put Champ Young at the free throw line. Can extend the lead. They already lead 12-9.
I almost going to think maybe he pushed him after the shot, because the shot was gone, right? I mean, it was completely gone, and then the whistle came in. So you kind of wonder maybe if he didn't get a little extra curricular. Olsen plays football, so maybe he got a little bit extra in there.
All right, free throws are split by Young. It's 13-9 now with 48 seconds left. This is Nichols working over to Blankstrom. Blankstrom high post left side, gets it back to Rath, over to Nichols. Nichols being watched by Ripstra. To Blankstrom, over to Owen Rath. Rath was looking for Isaiah Atchison underneath, couldn't find him.
The zone defense really has Montague a little bit flustered is the word I'm looking for. Whoa!
Pass over to Nichols, and Nichols is fouled by James Young.
Well, Young was going for the ball, and he got Nichols' head.
Yeah.
James Young.
His first team second, I believe.
So Montague will have it in the front court. They trail 13-9 with 23 seconds left.
Tug's going, I want to make sure my head's still here.
Yeah. This is Blankstrom, works it underneath to Atchison. Atchison trying to go up strong. Battling him is James Young, and James Young has the jump ball.
Young bounce pass came into it, got possession of it, and went to turn. Used the left hand to go up to the rim, and good defensive move right there by the Norseman to cause that tie-up.
Young to Champ Young, over to Bogue. Bogue's going to drive, kicks it back around the horn to Ripstra, shoots and drains it. Triple from the left side. 13-9 now, and the first quarter will come to an end. Wow.
I tell you what, Ripstra was left wide open, John. I think there was a defensive breakdown out there because they both thought somebody was on him. And they didn't know who had him, and he was left wide open. Buried it. He's got 5 points already.
So one quarter in the books here, 16-9. The Norse opening up the lead here after one quarter, Cal.
Certainly are. Tell you what, Stein's got 5, Blankstrom 2, Brashfield 2, Ripstra's got 5 for the Norse, McManus 2, Champ Young 1, Bogue 4, Kurzman 2, and Gallo 2 also.
And then to top off CatchMark's busy week, Saturday, you'll have some soccer. It'll be Muskegon Risers indoor soccer, girls and guys.
Yep, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I think I'm working with Dylan, but I'm not sure yet. Haven't heard.
I am. This is a busy week for me. And the
college basketball, you got the Power Hour.
The men, yeah. So
who's the guest for the Power Hour?
The Power Hour, we're actually working on a few guests, a few high school players. I think we have Noah Parker of Fremont. He's going to a trade school in Kansas. Mike set that one up. So we got him, and we got the quarterback from Mona Shores.
Yeti's dad here a couple weeks ago.
I'm drawing a complete blank, and I'm sorry for that. And we're also trying to get Hayden McDonald, and we're trying to get one more. So it's going to be
high school night.
High school night, yeah. This is Montague with the ball. This is Tug Nichols.
Yep, tipped though by Norseman tipped.
Yeah, what's that, number 11 in the game for the Norse? That is going to be Ben Hoffer, Jr. Nichols on the trigger, gets it to Tate Stein. Stein to Nichols. Nichols passes over to Olson. Olson tries to get it to Rath. It's tipped away, comes back to him, and he does get it to Rath. Now to Atchison, shoots and scores.
Wow, Isaiah, that was tough. Nice finish, man. It was hard for him to get in there.
16-11 now, lead 5. Over in the corner, here's another shot for Ripstra. Misses that one. Underneath though is Bogue, goes up strong. He misses. Rebound tipped, and Rath has it.
That's 2 defensive rebounds for the little 5'6" guy. And they're playing with the land of the Giants. He comes out of there with another one.
Yeah. This is Olson rather. Olson gets it to Rath.
They need to get Owen going also defensively. We're going to have a foul on the big man there, number 55, Bogue. He fouled Isaiah. He was leaning in on him, so it's not a shooting foul. Norseman going to inbound just to the right of their basket. 7:09 left to go, second quarter, 16-11. Norseman with the lead. John?
On the trigger will be Tate Stein underneath his basket. 5 seconds to get it in. He does to Rath. Rath thinks about it, then he drives in. Underhand scoop, misses a shot. Rebound pulled down by Hoffer, who gets it out to McManus. No, it's not McManus, that's Myers, sorry.
Go ahead.
Ball's on the floor, and it's going to go out of bounds.
It should be Montague ball, and it is. I was really surprised that Owen didn't pull the trigger on the 3. He had a wide open look. Tries to get that layup with the left hand, and you're dribbling into that zone. It's not always the easiest thing to do, even though he did get to the rim easily.
Norse up by 5. This is Nichols working it to Atchison. Atchison going to kick it out to Stein. Stein having a little trouble with it, does flag it down. Stein now free throw, drives in the paint, puts it up, misses a shot. Rebound Atchison, and there's going to be a foul called. I believe that's going to be Champ Young is going to pick up the foul. He was he was down there.
So they're going Champ Young, 14.
Yep.
That's the 4th foul here now for the Norseman. Isaiah on the line to shoot 2. He's 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah. Shot put up and made.
Much better that time.
16-12. It's now a 4-point game with 6:36 left in the first half.
It was really pretty free throw, nice rotation, some arc on it, was soft.
And Isaiah eyes the basket and misses that one. Rebound brought down by Bogue of North Muskegon.
Yeah, nice job of Bogue getting in there and ripping that down where nobody else could. That's a big man out there in the middle.
Yeah. McManus gets it over to Myers. Myers feeds it to Champ Young over to McManus. McManus, guess there's going to be a pass. Or if it's, I don't know if he tipped it. Or
I think Stein knocked it out from behind, I think.
Stein now has the ball. He's going to drive in. He has it poked away by James Young. James Young gets the pass, and now he's going to wait for his teammates to catch up with him. And he's going to go in the paint, puts it up, and misses. Draws the foul, though.
Olsen, that's his second. I tell you, it looks like I see Montague keep driving to the lane.
Right.
And they're getting there, but they're not finishing.
Yeah.
They're passing up nice, open, good looks on jump shots to get to the lane. And that's like 3 times now, I think, in this game, they have just kind of missed that layup.
James Young at the free throw line, misses that one. Just a freshman is Mr. Young.
Well, if Young can score, then all 5 of their starters here will have scored so far in this game. And only 2 of the Montague guys have scored.
Excuse me, 16-12. North Muskegon make it 17-12 now. North Muskegon on top of Montague. 6:03 left here, first half.
I think Montague kind of needs an Owen Rath 3 here, don't they, to get this thing going, ignite this offense.
This is Nichols having all kinds of trouble with his defender down there. Now he passes to Brassfield. Brassfield kicks it to Stein, leans in, shoots, misses, rebound, brought down by Bogue.
I mean, that's a great offensive set, exactly what you want, and you miss that little running 8-footer, 10-footer.
Ben Myers gets it to James Young, back to Myers. He'll set an offense with 5:35 left. Pass down to Bogue. Bogue kicks it back to Myers. Myers is trouble, but he's going to drive in, puts up the shot, misses it, rebound tipped by Brassfield, comes out to Rath.
Yeah, I think Brassfield knew he couldn't get both hands on it, tipped it out, hoping a teammate was there, and Owen was.
Owen feeds it over to Nichols. Nichols thinks about it, gets it back to Rath. Rath now is going to drive.
Good.
Puts up the shot. Oh, misses it. Rebound Atchison, and it's taken away by Bogue.
I think that's 4 layups now they've missed.
Back comes Myers. Myers give and go to Bogue. Bogue is knocked away by Atchison, but they're going to call a foul.
And that's an easy foul.
Yeah.
I mean, he swung down. If he would have stayed straight up, he would have been fine. I think that's his first for Isaiah.
Actually, they're going to call it on Brassfield.
Oh, they are? Okay.
So Bogue at the free throw line.
When I seen Isaiah swing, that's where I thought he was getting it. Johnston coming in, also Blankstrom coming in. Isaiah setting out, Owen setting out.
Kurzman coming in for North Muskegon. Champ Young will leave. Bogue is at the free throw line. He knocked down the first one, 18-12, and he'll be leaving the game as Gallo's going to come in for him. He hits both of those. I'll tell you, I like this Bogue, isn't it? I mean, just a big guy that does a lot of things well, senior.
Yeah, and he's leading them in scoring with 6.
Yeah.
Well, they got him for 4.
And
I got him for 6.
And you put him at the line, he's going to hurt you.
Yes.
That has been an oddity this year, having somebody hurt you from the free throw line.
Yeah,
no matter who we've been calling. It has not been a great free throwing year.
No.
Not one of the better ones for anybody. This is Johnston. Johnston kicks it back to Stein.
Good defense here by North Muskegon.
Over to Blankstrom. Blankstrom, nothing there. Boxed out. Oh, and James Young gets his hand in the passing. Gets his body in the passing lane, actually.
You do not have the numbers.
Gets it to McManus. McManus passes over to Young. Young, little head fake, puts up the run and gunner, and misses. Rebound brought down by Brassfield.
And we're getting a foul.
I tell you, Brassfield.
30?
Is it?
Is Gallo in there?
Yep,
That's
it is Gallo.
Second. Go ahead.
Brassfield, not the tallest guy, but just kind of a wide body that is actually leading the team in rebounds.
That's the thing with Brassfield. That's what I like about him. When he gets down in that low post, I mean, that low post area is his.
Brassfield works it over to Blankstrom. He's going to shoot, and it's going to be short. Rebound comes out and taken away by the Norse. That was Kurzman.
Kurzman doing, long pass. Go ahead.
Gets it up to Myers. Myers passes back to McManus. McManus shoots and misses that one. Rebound brought down by Tug Nichols.
Tug doing a good job getting in there. Get the defensive rebound by him.
3:46 left here in this first half. 19-12. Norseman with the lead. Montague had a lead briefly, but then the Norse able to take it back. Pass underneath to Brassfield, and he shoots and misses. Rebound brought down by Gallo.
He had really good defense in behind him, though, by number 30. Gallo made that shot very difficult.
This is Myers over to Young. James Young gets it down to number 10. That's Kurzman, who works it over to McManus. Cross court to Young. Young's going to drive baseline, passes to Tate Stein.
Yeah.
Tried to get it to Kurzman, I think.
I don't know where that was going.
Well, passes back. Nice pass from Tate Stein to Blankstrom, and Blankstrom finishes it off. 5-point game, 19-14.
Vision, it's all about vision right there, and I tell you what, Stein had it that time. And a 30-second timeout by Chuck.
Chuck Ripstra wants a timeout, so 19-14 is the score. 3:01 left here in this first half.
Stein's got 5, Blankstrom's got 4 to lead Montague. Ripstra's got 5 here for the Norseman, and I got Bogue with 6. The board has him with 4, but I got him with 6, so somewhere there. A little bit. I know my score's right, but I was cursing. I always listen to you, and I know you don't make mistakes.
Not at all. Never. Not one. Just ask
my
wife.
your wife.
That's
yes.
right. All right, man. Got a good game going here. Like I said, the North started out in a 6-0 run. Montague came back with a 5-0 run, and then actually Montague took the lead briefly, but North was able to come back, and they have the lead here, 19-14.
I think right now in this game, if you ask me, it's kind of the 4 missed layups here already.
Yeah.
Contested a little bit, but layups that should be made.
McManus working left side. Cross-court pass by, tried to get to Ripstra. Isaiah Atchison trying for the steal.
Isaiah really doing a nice job, just could not quite reel that one in, but good anticipation, good vision, a cross-court pass. They're dangerous to get them through there, and when they do, you can catch a defense out of position.
Ripstra over to McManus. He's going to drive baseline, nothing there, kicks it back to Young. Young now to McManus. McManus going to let it fly. It's going to be short. Long rebound comes out to Young, and he's going to shoot a 3, and he misses. Rebound. Brassfield says, I'll take that.
He's a man playing with boys, is he not?
Yeah. 2:25 left, 19-14. North on top. This is Blankstrom. Leaves it for Nichols. Nichols over in the right wing. Gets it up top to Stein. Reach in there by Ripstra. Knocks it away momentarily, but now the pass is over to Atchison.
This defense really giving Montague fits there.
Blankstrom to Nichols. Nichols bounce pass down to a nice feed from Brassfield to Atchison, and Atchison knocks it down.
I want to see if that basket's going to count. And it did.
Yeah, so we get a chance of the bonus.
So Atchison trying to make this a 3-point play, but how about Rodney, who was set up in the low post, had his back to the basket. He turned, I think he wanted to go right, and he looked up.
Right.
Here comes Isaiah crashing down the line, almost like a football handoff, like, here you go.
Yeah.
You may have it.
Right. So it's Atchison at the free throw line. Norse leading by 3. Make it 2 now. 19-17, 1:59 left.
Good job there by Isaiah. He's now made 2 of his last 3. Still not at 50%, but getting there.
Ripstra, hook pass over to McManus. Troy McManus works it down to Bogue, gets it to Champ. Young misses a shot. Rebound ripped down by Atchison.
Isaiah hanging right up there in the air with them.
Atchison over to Stein. Stein working right side between his legs. Going to drive. Gets it over to Brassfield, up to Tug.
You know, they had really good ball rotation. Go ahead.
Oh, man, the lane opened up for Atchison, and he took advantage of it. We're tied at 19 with 1:26 left.
Kind of drives at the free throw line, dribbled right, got that defender moving, and then cut back hard to the left.
Momentum has switched over to Montague. Breaking the press here is Myers. Myers bounce pass to Bogue, gets it back up to McManus, shoots and scores. That'll cool some momentum. 22-19 with 1:09 left.
McManus now with 5.
Here comes Stein. Stein wants a pick set. Wants Atchison to come out. Gets it over to Rath. Rath with it to Atchison. Atchison spins, fires, misses a shot. Rebound brought down by North Muskegon.
Yeah, and he had Rodney wide open on that right side there from about 8 feet out.
McManus over to Ripstra. He's going to try a 3, misses it. Rebound falls into the hands of Tate Stein.
Stein doing a good job of just running that one down.
41 seconds left. Stein now. And passes over to Nichols. Nichols to Brassfield with 34 seconds. Works over left side. Stein shoots and scores a triple for Stein. And we are tied at 22.
Second 3 ball of the first half here. John, 24 seconds left. Take us home.
Well, we said that if Montague is going to compete, it's got to be Stein's got to be definitely involved. And now we're down to 15 seconds, although the fans trying to hassle the Norseman. A shot put up by Champ. Young miss. Oh, falls in the hands of Ripster and knocked away by Isaiah Atchison with 5 seconds left. Here comes Owen Rath. Spin move in the paint, puts it up, hook shot, misses, rebound is good. The half is going to come to an end. Holy smokes, what kind of action do we have there in the last 14 seconds, huh?
That was a lot of action, holy cow. I was just sitting watching and listening. Good job, bud. Good job.
We are tied at 22, Cal. We'll do a quick scoring summary here as he'll figure all that up. It looks like we're going to get Cody Liverts. We told him it's up to him if he needs to talk to Chuck, but it looks like he'll be able to come over here and chat with us.
All right, here we go for North Muskegon. We have Gallows got 2, Kurzman's got 2, Ochamp Young with 1, James Young with 1. Gripstra 5, McManus 5, and Bode leads them in scoring. He's got 6. Owen Rath, no, hasn't scored. Johnston, no. Nichols, no. Brashfield's got 2. Blankstrom's got 4. Stein's got 7. Atchison having a really good first half. He has got 8 points here so far. So,
all right,
here we go. Here comes the man himself,
Cody Liverts. One of our favorite people, Cody Liverts. How you doing, Cody?
I'm doing good, John. How are you?
You are doing fantastic. Man, you're doing a little bit of everything. Some coaching, some scorebook, whatever it takes, huh?
I'd like to say I'm the jack of all trades, but I won't give myself that designation.
Take some money out of petty cash, right?
Exactly,
That's
yeah.
what you gotta do.
Pays the bills.
Well, I'll tell you what. First of all, state champion tennis coach. That's feathering the cap there, isn't it?
Kind of has a ring to it. I
It
can get
does.
used to that.
Yeah.
So a little something to put on the resume.
There you go. Great year. And I'm going to tell you what. I talked to you back when we didn't even know if we were going to have a freshman team. And you not only had a freshman team, but you guys kicked a little butt out there.
Yeah, we had a pretty solid season. A lot of kids who played a lot of basketball together. And I like to think I wasn't the one who solved all the problems, just kind of plugged the pieces in the right spot. But, yeah, we finished with a 12-2 record. And the 2 games we lost, one was by 4, one was by 3. So we were in every game and played really well this season. So it was a lot of fun.
Give you a chance to kind of brag on the kids a little bit and get some names mentioned here. I don't want to put you on the spot, but throw some names out for us.
So from the freshman team, definitely, I think my leading scorer ended up being Landon Grimm, who both him and Charlie Myers, they both got pulled up to the JV team at the end of the season and got some minutes tonight. So that was cool to see. So they were kind of our 2 go-to guys throughout the season. But just some other, we have another good athlete, Drew Bartos, really good football player, but we kind of talked him into playing basketball, and the kid can jump and he can defend. So he's another one we're hoping we can keep in the program the rest of his time here.
Brent Rath, who works for us, he coaches we work for him. I had that kind of backwards.
Yeah, don't get it wrong, right?
Yeah. Or we won't be working for him very long. But anyhow, he coaches 8th grade basketball for Montague, and he was bragging on North Muskegon's 8th grade team. So I'm trying to put some math together here. 8th grade team pretty good. You guys doing pretty good. Varsity doing pretty good. It looks like the future's pretty bright for basketball over at North Muskegon.
Yeah, the pipeline is pretty bright. I know our 8th grade team lost our conference championship game this year, but our 7th grade team won it. And I mean, it really goes to, and it's a lot of credit to Chuck Gripstra, the varsity coach. He has put in a big pipeline of youth basketball being important. So I mean, we have kids playing kindergarten all the way up, and they're doing camps. They're playing in leagues. Little Norse is what we call it, where, we're getting kids of all ages in the gym and playing. And it might not be the prettiest basketball, but it's better than them playing nothing at all.
The secret, I am so, we talk about North Muskegon not having necessarily it's a unique school in that you have the grade schoolers in the same school with the high schoolers, and we've talked about that before.
Right.
So the whole point is not a lot of kids in that school, and yet you guys somehow are able to pull enough athletes to not only have competitive teams, but obviously teams that do very, very well, state champion caliber teams. It's amazing what you guys do over there.
Yeah, and it's kind of a product of what we have going in the town, in the neighborhood. I mean, most of these kids, they grow up, hanging out with each other, so they're going to play pickup baseball or pickup basketball, and when you're doing that with your friends, it kind of just breeds more and more of that, wanting to play more sports. And I mean, I can tell you from when I was in school, that's why I did it. It was time to spend with friends, and we didn't care what sport it was. We wanted to go out and play and, beat each other into a pulp, but then, hug on each other and go eat dinner with each other's families after we were done. So it's a unique dynamic, but one that works for us for sure.
All right. Did he talk? You can't hear. If you don't have headphones on, you can't hear. Did he talk to you about tennis?
Yeah, we mentioned had a state championship doubles team this past spring. So, but I don't want to brag on them too much. I mean, I got to keep them humble.
Yeah,
so.
Oh, of course. What's your tennis team look like for this spring?
We'll be pretty solid again, I think, this year. This is kind of, and again, as a coach, we're talking. John's talking about that pipeline. You can kind of see some players coming up, and we have. This will be one of our last years, I think, with the girls' team of being really, really dominant.
Yeah.
Have a couple of really talented players returning, 2 All-Staters. My one singles player, Noah Bowen, will be back, and then probably going to play 2 singles for me. Gabby Gaston, she was an All-Stater at 1 doubles last year, but we'll probably be filling in a spot at 2 singles. So we're just going to be deep in the single spots and hoping to fill out that depth in the doubles and make another deep run at the state finals.
This personal question,
Yeah.
where do you want to be in 10 years?
My ultimate goal is to be the athletic director at North Muskegon. I've been kind of working in that, the unofficial assistant capacity, I like to call it. Just kind of, being at all the sporting events, cheering on all the kids, doing what I can to help the building run and help everything run smoothly. So that's kind of where I love education. I love teaching, but I've kind of found my niche in the athletic arena, and I really want to help impact kids and learn through sports more than anything. So career-wise, that's kind of what I'm looking for, hopefully, in about 10 years.
Hopefully, and you can also continue coaching?
Yeah, so it'll be difficult. We kind of, a few years ago, put a board policy in that said you can't coach varsity sports and be an administrator. So I might have to give up the tennis eventually in a few years, which will always be a tough pill to swallow. But maybe keep in the basketball program, running the lower levels, freshman or JV, because the Michigan winners, you got to pass the time somehow. Basketball is a good way to do it.
It certainly is. So on CatchMark Sports, they had their podcast this afternoon.
Yep.
They were talking about the top 5 players in the conference. Give us your top 5.
Oh, boy. Well, I got to say first, he might not be the top one. I got to be partial to our guy, Troy McManus. I think he's up there, and he's a tough guard for anyone in the league. But then you start going around. We had a firsthand experience with Cam Thompson last year, week and a half ago now, against Whitehall, and he's the real deal. So he's going to be a force in this league for years to come. I think Joseph Hayes at Shelby is a really strong player. He put, I think, 27-28 on us the last time we played. I would say I think Ethan Josa at Oak Ridge is a pretty hard guard, being such a big body. We don't really match up too well with him. And I would say, putting me on the spot, I'd probably go with Will Chai up at Mason County. He's another strong player, had in the mid-20s against us. So I'm sure I left a couple people out. So all the people in the conference, you can direct your complaints to Cal Van Sickle. That's what I'm going to say.
Not to John, to Cal.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what, you were spot on the 4 that they had.
Oh, hey, there we go. Look at this.
You were
Great
spot
minds
on
think
the
alike.
4,
Who'd I leave out?
Oh, wow. They had Josa. There was somebody else. Tate Stein was one that they were talking about.
Fair enough.
Becklin, not Beebe from Ravenna.
Oh, yeah, Kyle Beebe is. Yeah.
Well, there's 8 schools.
Yeah, right. We got to make that like a 7 or 8 person team.
Well,
that's unfair.
They were talking about that too. There's we can't narrow it to 5.
Well, Kyle Beebe put 28 on us the other night, so I tried to repress that from my memory. That's why I forgot about him. So.
Gotcha. Your favorite memory from being at North Muskegon so far?
Oh, boy. Definitely as a coach and teacher, had to be last spring when I had a couple girls win the state championship.
Yeah.
Just knowing how much work they put in. And, again, to give myself some credit, I put in a lot of time and a lot of effort with those girls, too. So to kind of see it come to fruition in the last match of the year and watch them, reach the pinnacle. I know it's a niche sport like tennis and you don't get a lot of following, but when you spend that much time in there, it's really impressive to see what they're able to do.
And your father's just your biggest cheerleader.
Yeah,
it's
he
so
is.
awesome to watch.
He is.
That,
he loves coming to everything and being on the sidelines. So, and I owe a lot of this to him. When I was growing up and he was working for the Chronicle, I mean, I was going to these games and I was sitting at press row with him, or I was sitting up in the press box, and he really helped instill that love of sports in me right away. So it's kind of cool to see me almost return the favor now with me doing the coaching.
Gotcha. We got 1:40 left. What the coaches tell? John always says it to me. What they tell him at halftime. I throw some stuff out if it's accurate or not. What are your thoughts? Let's take Dave Osborne first. What did he say?
If I'm Dave, I'm saying, hey, we got to keep. 22 is a good number to keep us to. So keep being aggressive. If I were them, I'd be pressing a little bit. That kind of got us out of sorts there. Mm-hmm. So keep applying that pressure to us because we look a little hesitant to go inside and to shoot an open shot. We've had a few open looks that we've kind of passed up.
Yeah, what about Chuck?
Chuck, I'm hoping, I'm knowing him. He peeled the paint off the walls in there a little bit, but I'm hoping he kind of says a little bit of what we said about Dave. Continue to attack, and we got to do a little better job defensively. We're still letting them get to their spots where they want to be. So Atchison's he's a problem. He's an athletic guy that we can't really guard. So if Montague does a good job of getting the ball to him here in the second half, could put us in a tough spot for sure.
John and I have been talking all year long. It seems like, now you've seen it more than us. We just see teams when they come in and play Montague.
Right.
And you've seen everybody. It seems like free throw shooting has really been a struggle for teams this year.
You're not kidding, and that's been kind of our bugaboo on certain nights. And historically, at least North Muskegon, we struggle in this gym shooting. We've had a couple close losses with some good teams in here on bad shooting nights. So, but that's what you get in high school athletics.
Oh, yeah.
Most of these guys, we love them, but they aren't going to the pros for a reason. I'll say that.
That's awesome. Hey, Coach, thank you for your time.
Thank you,
are
guys.
you coming to Graham for tennis this year? This spring, do you know?
I don't remember if we're going up there or if they're coming down to us.
Okay.
I know we're playing each other. So
you are, okay.
I'll make sure to let you know. Maybe you can make a trip to North Muskegon and watch us play.
I don't mind that at all.
There we go. Sounds good.
Thanks. You
got it, Cal.
Have
Thank
a great
you, and
season.
thanks, John. I appreciate it, guys.
It's too bad he doesn't know how to talk, huh? He's just a great guy to.
I tell you what, you give him a headset. Hang on, man. That guy's excitable. He is so much fun to interview.
He is. And, boy, I wish I had energy like that.
Yeah.
Old to be young again, right?
Yes. He's kind of a little bit opposite of Chuck.
Yeah, yeah. Here comes North Muskegon. They have the ball to start the second half. We're tied at 22. Down in the corner is McManus. Gets it to Bogue. Bogue going up against Atchison. Fade away jumper misses. Atchison with the rebound for Montague.
Yeah, nice job of him at trying to get one to somebody boxed out. And then he just jumped so much higher than everybody else.
This is Paul Olson battling for it. Gets it over to Rath. Rath's going to put up a tray. And, in and out. Went down the cylinder and kicked back out.
First really field goal shot here for Owen on the evening.
This is James Young over to McManus. Tries a jumper, misses it. Rebound falls into the hands of Tate Stein.
Stein's got, no, he does not have the numbers now. Oh, what a pass!
To Owen Rath, and Owen finishes it off, and Montague has the lead, 24-22.
Coming right back.
Coming back quickly is Ripstra. Brandon Ripstra, baseline shut off there, gets it back to Champ Young, works it down to Ripstra. He's going to let a three fly, and it's going to be missed, and Tug Nichols with the rebound.
Last possession, what a pass by Stein. It was beautiful.
Nichols gets it to Atchison. Atchison now kicks it back to Rath. Oh, getting a hand on the passing it was McManus, but Rath battles it back, shoots, and scores! Big triple for Owen Rath.
Just like that, Owen Rath with 5.
27-22. 5-0 run here for for Montague over North Muskegon. There we go.
A lot of M's on our papers here tonight.
Pass over left side to McManus. McManus now cross court to Ripstra.
Catch, look, play. North Muskegon doing a good job of that.
McManus now gets a pass. It does eventually find its way over to Ripstra. He tries, it's going to be thrown in. Owen Rath has the interception. Rath comes back.
You leave him alone.
And he shoots in. Thought that was going to go, but it didn't.
Should have followed his shot. Might have got a rebound.
Rebound comes away to Young.
Got away with the travel. Go ahead.
And now back quickly. This is Tate Stein stealing it, getting it to Atchison, and Atchison scores. And now it is a 7-point run.
I tell you what, Atchison now at 10. I think he wanted that dunk. But I think he wanted the dunk, but he got out of position a little bit when that defensive guy slid down on him.
Here comes McManus. Works it down to Bogue. Bogue kicks it over to Ripstra. Ripstra shoots triple from the left side, misses. Rebound tipped. Stein has it for Montague.
Another beautiful bounce pass.
All the way down, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Olsen was trying to get Tug over on that left side. Great defensive play there, though. That time by a Norseman. 29-22, and the Norseman yet to score here in the second half.
5:37 left here in this third quarter. On the trigger, that's Tug Nichols to Atchison. Misses the shot underneath.
It's a little bit strong on it.
Gallo with the rebound. Eventually, Champ Young has it. Kicks it back to Myers. Myers wants some movement from James Young. He gets it. Now James Young has the ball. James gets it to his brother Champ. Champ works it over to Myers down in the corner to McManus. Feeds it underneath the Gallo. Poked at Tate Stein. It's free, and back comes Champ Young. Gets it across the line.
And a foul.
Another reach in there. Owen Rath tried to steal it.
Here's the problem. When you swing down, I know he's got great quick hands. But he's in the front court, and you could hear the crowd. They weren't happy. They thought it was clean enough. You know what? It probably was. But when you swing down, they always say pop up.
Yeah.
Pop up. Because when you swing, it's so easy for him to call.
McManus tries a tray, and he drains it. Troy McManus has the first points for North Muskegon in the second half, pulls it to a 4-point game.
He's now got 8.
Pass over to Stein. Stein, high post right side.
That's a little 5-0, 6-0 run right there that North Muskegon makes.
Stein works it down to Brassfield. Brassfield has a little trouble with it, but gets it under control. And now getting his hand in the passing lane was Myers, but it gets down to Brassfield.
But they're a little bit out of sync. They need to reset. Nice job by Stein to recognize that and resets. 2-3 zone here.
Works it over to Rath. Rath now brings it back up top to Nichols. Nichols and Rath playing catch. Rath going to drive in, looking for some help, finds Stein. Stein thinks about it, and he was going to go down to Atchison, but he ticked it over to Tug.
Boy, did that defense collapse on Owen.
It did. Pass underneath, try to work it down to Brassfield. Getting his hand in the passing lane was Champ Young to knock it out of bounds.
Stein and Brassfield had that same play earlier in the game that Rodney converts into a bucket. Tried to run that same thing again. Good defensive play that time by North.
James Young checks out. Brandon Ripstra checks in for North Muskegon. Stein on the trigger to Nichols. Nichols up top, 4:13 left, a 4-point lead for Montague.
Go ahead.
Stein now up top. Pass underneath to Atchison, and a foul's going to be called on Champ Young as he bumps bodies with Atchison.
Tried to climb the ladder like Isaiah can. He couldn't quite get there, but kind of ran into him in the back. I have him for 2. Board has him only for 1, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll go with the big board.
All right, on the trigger is Stein. Over to Nichols. Nichols drives in, shoots, and scores.
Nice job by Tug using the glass on the runner from the left side. First bucket by Tug here in this game.
Back up to a 6-point lead, 31-25, 3:52 left. Pass underneath to Champ Young.
And
it's going to
try to get it over there to
Gallo.
Gallo on that right side. Nice bounce pass. I don't think Gallo was expecting it.
Right.
Okay.
Rath on the trigger out to Stein. Pressure eased off by the Norse. 3:46 left, third quarter. Nichols with it. High post right side. Looks like Braden Johnston getting set to check in. This is Stein.
Johnston's been shooting the ball well when he's coming off the bench there.
Yeah. Owen Rath has it. Owen with it is going to get it to Stein. Stein over to Nichols. Nichols feeds it down to Brassfield. Brassfield over to Rath. Rath was coming in. It went off his fingertips. It goes out of bounds.
That's one of those that had a little mustard on it, but it did hit Owen in both hands. And
right. I think
Rodney thought it was football season. I'm going to pepper this baby over there. Yeah.
Well, I think Owen was breaking to the basket, and then Brassfield kind of put a little bit of mustard on it.
Yeah.
It was like.
So you're closing. The quicker you're closing, the faster it's coming. And
right. This is Young working it down to Gallo. Gallo tries to get over to Ripstra.
Goes out of bounds. I tell you, nice job by Johnson having that hand in a passing lane. You can see it. His left hand was right out there. Ball went right off it. Good job by Johnson.
Champ Young on the trigger. 31-25. Montague taking the lead here. This is McManus. Another 3 try. Nope, that one will not fall. Ball tipped. Tipped again. Gallo battling for it along with Brassfield and Johnston.
And it's going to be North Muskegon ball. 31-25. 3:04 left to go third quarter. And the Norse is going to inbound just to the right of their basket. John Russell.
It's going to be Champ Young on the trigger. And he gets it to McManus. Picks up by Gallo. McManus back to Gallo. Oh, intercepted by Brassfield.
Good decision by Rodney. He anticipated that, jumped right in the passing lane.
This is Stein coming back. Stop and go. He's going to take it himself. Misses a shot, draws a foul.
That time they came flying down the lane, got what they wanted as that follow is going to go on Gallo. So I think it's his second. I had him for his third, but he's going to put Stein on the free throw line to shoot free throws. He has yet to shoot one tonight. He does have 7 points on the evening. Let's see what he does with this. First one's up, and it's pretty, and it's there you go.
Bogue and James Young checks in. Checking out is Troy McManus and Sam Gallo for the Norse.
Gallo has found the weight room, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Chuck Ripstrick getting after one of his players right here. It's awesome.
And Stein, hits the second free throw. Now we have Champ
What happened?
Young going down. I don't know if he
get
slipped.
tangled up with somebody?
I thought he just slipped and he banged his face. He did a header into the floor, and I don't know if he's drawing blood or counting teeth right now, but tough kid. But that
Trainer's coming out.
That floor is kind of unforgiving.
Well, we got just. Oh,
he says, I'm okay.
Chuck says, get over here.
Yeah, Chuck's going to call a timeout, and they're going to figure out what's going on with Champ Young.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that was not a timeout. He was just pulling Champ out.
Yeah, just a quick injury timeout by the officials is all.
And now this is blocking foul is going to be called on Montague.
I'm going with Tug.
Okay.
It is Tug. That's his first, though.
Yep.
And second team, so Tug doing a good job of staying out of foul trouble here tonight.
Second half has all been Montague, 32-25. This is Myers working it over to James Young. James puts up a shot and misses. Rebound is, Bogue has it. Kicks it back out eventually to, I believe that's Meyer.
Yeah, a little 2-3 zone here now, it looks like, for Montague.
Ripster over to Young.
Oh, yeah.
Kicks it underneath, and a shot by number 10. That is Kurzma. He misses, and here comes Montague.
Get 3 Montague Wildcats, get a hand on it. Nobody could pull it in.
This is Tate Stein, works it over to Blankstrom, down to Nichols. Nichols brings it back up to Stein. Owen Rath getting set to check back in for Montague.
I heard Owen Rath's going to play football in the fall.
Yeah. Yeah, great soccer player.
Yeah.
Passes to Stein. Stein shoots and misses. Rebound falls in the hands of Bogue, and back come the Norse.
Tell you what, that just missed everything, did it not?
Yeah. Here comes Myers, 32-25. Montague, 1:49 left third quarter.
Both offenses have slowed down.
Ripstra, Myers, Young. Young's going to drive baseline, nothing there. Johnson blocked off the baseline. Pass over to Bogue. Bogue now gets it back over to Ripstra. Ripstra to Myers. Myers sees Stein there and thinks better of that.
Tell you what, this Montague defense has been amazing here in the third quarter.
This is Young now. He's going to drive, nothing there. Kicks it inside to Bogue. Bogue feeds it off to Kurzman, and Kurzman finishes it off. Good work between Bogue and Kurzma.
It certainly was. Only the second field goal for North Muskegon here in the second half. They've got 5 points. But that was a beautiful play, well executed.
32-27. Oh, they work it down to Brassfield, and it was knocked away. Brassfield wanted a foul, didn't get it.
Looked right at the official, did he not? But didn't say anything. Oh, and the pass goes right past Brassfield.
Passes over to Ripstra. Rocker step in, misses. Brassfield with a rebound for Montague. Kicks it out to Blankstrom.
There's just something about him when he goes up for a rebound.
Yeah. Usually gets him, doesn't he?
He does. I know I talk about him a lot, but he's a special player in the low post.
39 seconds left. 32-27. Montague on top. They've owned this third quarter. Johnston with it, high post right side, down to 32 to Nichols. Nichols drives, puts it up, and misses. Rebound tip. Bogue has it for North Muskegon.
Oh, stolen back.
Stolen back by Tate Stein. Stein now is going to drive, puts it up, misses a shot, draws the foul.
When that was at 33, you know what my thinking is?
Yeah.
Hold it for the last shot. But
right.
No, we're going to attack the rims 2 more times between then.
Fouls on James Young, his second. Tate Stein back at the free throw line. 18.9 seconds left in this third quarter. 32-27, Montague on top. And misses that. Boy, got Atchison, Rath coming in for Montague. McManus coming in and Champ Young coming in for North Muskegon. Sitting down is going to be Kurzman and Myers for North Muskegon.
You know, Stein 1 of 3. See if he gets this. He does. 2 of 4, 50%. But you really want your starter, if you're a varsity level, to be more than 50%. What happened here? Clock didn't start.
Oh, okay. So we're 17.5 seconds on. So let's see.
Kind of wonder maybe if they don't, because a lot of times it's in you're holding it.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you click it, maybe it's just not starting.
Right.
Guy's been doing a good job here all night, so it might be in that handheld. If he's got a handheld, might be in that.
Going to take it down to 17 seconds, even. It was 17.5.
2-3 zone here. Go ahead, take us home.
32-27, Montague on top. North Muskegon with the ball. This is James Young. Young working over to McManus. Down to 9 seconds. McManus around with 7 seconds. Inside to Champ Young. Champ Young goes up, knocked away between Atchison and Johnston. There's going to be a foul called.
I'm going with Isaiah.
You're right.
Yep.
Fouls the Wildcats 30. Isaiah Atchison.
And I think,
Number 14,
you know, I'd like to see it again, maybe in slow-mo, but the problem is, and Dave agrees with me, he's saying that same thing. When Isaiah came over him, and when he came over him, it's right in front of the official.
Right.
Those are easy ones to make.
Champ Young misses a free throw.
Champ Young 1 for 2, now 1 for 3 from the free throw line tonight.
They got Atchison for just 1 foul, is that right? I thought he had more than that.
I thought he had 2. Oh, no, because they gave it to somebody else.
That's right. Shot missed, and Atchison tries a court-length shot, and it's the third quarter is going to come to an end. So Montague got the better of the play in the third quarter, but we still got a tight one going here. Montague 33, North Muskegon 27. Fresh 8 minutes on the clock here at Montague High School.
Yeah, in the second half here, Owen Rath with 5. Tug's got 2 on the evening. Stein's got 9. Atchison leads them in scoring with 10. Blankstrom 5. Rodney's got 2. For North Muskegon, we got Gallo with 2, Kurzman with 4, and Champ Young with 1, James Young with 1. Ripstra and McManus each have 5, and Bogue has 6. There's their leading scorers. Only 5 points here scored by the Norsemen here in the third quarter. Great defense here by Dave Osborne and his Montague Wildcats. Problem is now, though, they scored 8 points.
Right.
No, they scored 11 points. I'm sorry. They scored 11.
Yeah.
So not bad, but that's still not a great offensive put out.
Right.
You know, Norseman also playing some good defense.
All right, 8 minutes on the clock here. See what's going to happen in this final 8 minutes.
McManus is easy to find with those bright orange shoes, is he not?
Yeah.
He's not hiding anywhere, is he?
No. Going to be Montague with the ball to start the second half. A lot of action here on CatchMark this week. Nothing tomorrow, but then girls basketball, the big one, Hart and Montague on Thursday. Friday, we'll be back on the boys' side with Oak Ridge and Whitehall over in Whitehall.
You get the power hour also.
Power hour on Thursday. Oh, there's going to be a reach-in foul on North Muskegon. It's going to be on James Young, his third. And then soccer on Saturday. We're like Wide World of Sports here, aren't we?
We are.
This is Stein dribbling into the trap. Well, now the ball's on the floor. Oh, man.
We're going to have a foul on Owen Peterson, and he dove right on top of him. And that's not a bad call. That's going to be the third. The ball was loose. Owen literally, instead of going for the ball, dove. I don't know if he meant to do it, but he dove on the player right out here in the front court. And that official said that's easy to make.
Getting ready for a football career.
I think he is, yeah.
That's the third on Owen. Ooh, pass over here to Young. James Young passes underneath to his brother Champ. Champ works it over to McManus. McManus drives in, puts it up off balance, misses a shot. Rebound tipped again. Volleyball game going, and this is Paul Olson with it.
Olson doing a nice job of the defensive rebound. Leave it off to Stein here over here, and they're going to set their offense. They need a good offensive set here. Norsemen want to get a stop. They jumped into man-to-man.
Stein now drives, kicks it back over in the corner to Blankstrom, and a foul away from the ball.
It's going to go on number 10 for them. That's Kirshen.
Oh, actually, they're going to give it, looks like 20.
20, James Young.
That's going to be his fourth.
I didn't even see him down there.
And now Ripstra's got to rescue.
I wonder if he's got
Cook.
No, but Chuck.
Cook, where'd that come from? Got to rescue Young.
And Chuck's not saying, I didn't even see 20 there.
Yeah.
I seen Kurzman right there.
Ball underneath, and it's Olson with the ball. Goes up strong, hangs on the rim and falls through. Count it, and he is fouled. Foul's going to be on number 14. That'll be Champ Young. Will pick up the foul.
I think that's his third. And Olson, I tell you what, that was SOFT soft.
Yeah.
Laid right on the front of the rim and then just kind of went in.
So the Young brothers and foul. Oh, actually, yeah, it might be his third. They got it second on the board. Shot missed. Rebound brought down by Young.
Another missed free throw here tonight for Montague.
Here comes McManus. North Muskegon trailing 35-27 with 6:46 left.
That's a pretty catch there by number 15.
Myers,
wow.
Gets it to McManus, back to Myers. Myers up top. Passes over to Ripstra. Ripstra to Myers. Myers drives, kicks it back over to McManus down in the corner to Bogue. Bogue has it knocked away. Ball's on the floor. Ripstra has it for the Norse.
Just a loose ball and went right to Ripstra.
Over to McManus. McManus going to drive between his legs, drives in, still controls the ball. What work by him. Gets it over to Myers. Now eventually back up to Champ Young over left side to Ripstra.
Really great defense right here. Them guys working hard.
Myers to McManus. McManus back to Myers with 6 minutes left.
But they're also expending a lot of energy.
Right. Ripstra, left wing. Works it up to Young. Around the horn to Myers. Myers drives in the paint. Kicks it back over to Ripstra. Ripstra drives baseline.
Travel.
Gets called for a travel.
Great, did I say great?
Yeah.
Defensive set and intensity that time by the Montague Wildcats. Now full court press or half court trap. Here we go.
Owen Rath across the line to Stein. Over to Olson. Olson back up to Blankstrom. Gets it to Stein and he'll reset.
And the nice job by Montague. Great job. Didn't have what they wanted. Stein wisely just resets.
Over to Blankstrom. Triple. No, in and out. Rebound brought down by Bogue.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I wanted that or not. Work on that clock with a 5-point lead a little bit. Keep chipping into it every possession. Get that extra 5 to 10 seconds, John.
Yep, James Young getting set to check in with those four fouls.
Owen almost had a steal.
Bogue kicks it back up to Myers. Myers drives in, Rocker step in, shoots, scores, finger rolls.
2 points for the Norsemen.
So it's now 35 to 27, or 29 rather.
First bucket by Myers tonight, John.
Here comes Stein across the line to Atchison. Atchison dribbles, poked at from behind by Myers, over in the corner to Olson, to Blankstrom. Blankstrom drives and knocked away by Bogue. Atchison battling for it with McManus, goes out of bounds.
Montague ball. Oh my goodness, we got James Young checking in and Gallo checking in.
Bogue's going to check out and Myers going to check out for North Muskegon.
A lot of guys spending a lot of energy on both ends of the floor here tonight.
35-29. North Muskegon intercepts the pass. This is Young. James Young's going to drive. He's driving on Olson, puts it up, misses a shot, goes down as Ripstra with the rebound. Kicks it over, shot left side, score! It's a triple for McManus.
McManus, I'll tell you what, he's now got 11 on the evening.
He's pulled the Norse to within 3. Atchison over to Blankstrom. 4:33 left. Pass over to Stein.
They need a bucket here by Owen or Stein to kind of help settle it down.
Tug Nichols getting set to check in for Montague. Rath has it tipped away and stolen away by McManus. McManus is going to drive all the way in the paint, dishes back out to Champ. Champ Young puts up the shot, misses, rebound brought down Stein and Gallo.
They're going to call jump ball. And it's going to be, we're going this way, it's going to be North Muskegon ball. So Dave Osborne's seen enough. He's got Tug and Rodney coming in.
Owen Rath's going to check out and Paul Olson's going to check out for Montague.
Norseman ball just to the left of their bucket. They're down 3, 35-32, 4:11 left to go. John?
Champ Young on the trigger.
And a foul.
Away from the ball.
On who? 40, Rodney with a hold. And it's going to be 1-1. No, it's not 1-1. It's 16 fouls.
So Brassfield picks up his second. And now McManus with it. McManus, left side, drives in the paint, dishes off nice. Well, it's stolen away by Atchison. Trying to get down to Ripstra.
He had a guy down there, and Isaiah seen the ball come and jumped right in the passing lane.
Blankstrom now with 3:56 left.
Montague needs a good offensive set.
This is Young with it.
I'm watching Dave Osborne get grayer by the minute.
Underneath, pick and roll, try to get it down to Brassfield, goes out of bounds, so will be Montague's ball with 3:46 left, and Montague up by 3.
Great defense that time by Champ Young. Do you see him go up, get the hand in the pass lane? That would have been over top of Champ. Rodney would have been able to finish beautifully from the left side for 2 to make it a 2-possession game, but he did not.
Myers checks in, Ripstra checks out. Atchison going strong, shoots, misses, rebound pulled down by McManus.
Nice take by Isaiah, just didn't fall.
All right, see what Norse can do. They trail by 3 here with 3:34 left. James Young with the 4 fouls gets it over to McManus. McManus back to Young.
Can you say overtime?
Down. Brassfield gets his hand in the passing lane, knocks it out of bounds.
The first game was overtime. This one might be overtime.
Yeah.
1-possession game.
And that one went the way of the North Muskegon Norsemen.
We have not had a timeout in a long time.
You're right. This is McManus going to drive, dishes off in the corner to Myers. Myers tries to feed it back to Gallo, but it's taken away. Nichols has it.
Yeah, and Rodney doing a nice job of anticipating the pass and popping it up and gets the steal.
Ripster getting set to check back in for North Muskegon. This is Stein with it, directing traffic with 3:07 left. Underneath the Brassfield. Brassfield makes a move to the bucket, misses a shot. Atchison put back, score!
Great job by Isaiah to get that offensive rebound for a putback. That's one of, tell you what, that's one of the biggest rebounds of the night here for Montague.
5-point lead now for the Wildcats with 2:50 left. This is nearly an over and back.
That got tipped. We're going to have a foul. Oh, they're going to go on Blankstrom.
Yeah, they're pointing to Blankstrom.
Dave was going to say there's no possession. That's what Dave's going to say, there's no possession. Yeah, how do you have the... 32. Yeah, and I'm with Dave on this one. There was no possession.
Well, Dave's not going to win that argument.
That guy's, in the last 3 minutes, I don't know a guy more jinxed than him with calls that doesn't go his way. With Owens earlier, you could see it because Owen jumped on the guy instead of going for the ball. That was almost over and back. The ball's loose, guys are going for it, and then they call him with a foul. I don't get it.
McManus to Myers, down to McManus. 2:31 left, 5-point lead for Montague. Inside to, nice reverse shoot, score, and he's fouled. That's Ben Myers with a big bucket there. He's got a chance at a 3-point play, 37-34.
How did he get that up and in there? Isaiah with the foul. Yeah, him and Bradford both, he gets the ball up and in.
So it's a 3-point game. Could be a 2-point game if he hits this free throw. James Young getting set to check back in for North Muskegon. And it is a 2-point game. 2:26 left. And now James Young's going to check in for his brother Champion.
I tell you what, right now, how about this Myers get 5 points in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
Dave's still politely working on an official.
Yeah. This is still not a now he is. Nichols across the line, gets it back to Rath.
And a timeout.
And a timeout call, full timeout called by Dave Osborne. 2:16 left in this fourth quarter, 37-35. North Muskegon has not led at all in this second half, but boy, they're knocking on the door here, Cal.
Well, they certainly are, and I think Dave Osborne a lot of times thinks that he's just jinxed in the last 3 minutes on calls, that things go against him. And I mean, there's just another one that, there's no possession and yet you're going to call a foul. And the guys are scrambling for the ball. I don't get it. I'm kind of leaning towards him. We have seen him. He lost some district final games, John, on some what you and I thought were very questionable calls, 10 years ago. So,
sure.
But I will say one thing: there's no better guy keeping his composure than that cat.
Yeah,
he keeps his composure very well.
Very seldom see him lose it, that's for sure.
37-35 here. Just a few minutes left to go in this one. Been an exciting game. Been close the whole way.
Yeah.
Yep, 2:16 left to go.
West Michigan Conference battle. We
Yeah,
expect
it is,
no
isn't
less,
it?
right?
Yeah.
All right, it's going to be Montague with the ball. They have the 2-point lead, 2:15 left in this one. Here comes Stein up top. Passes over to Rath. Rath works it over to Stein in the corner. Stein working, McManus working on him. Back to Rath.
They're just sitting in that 2-3 zone.
Stein's going to drive. Baseline, goes up strong, misses a shot, gets his own rebound, Stein does, and he's in too deep.
Timeout, and he did.
Yep.
Nice job by Dave. I was thinking, Dave, get a timeout. I was no more than thinking that, and he did. Good job by Dave right there. Because Stein was caught down low. It was going to be 3 seconds, in the matter of about a second. Good coaching that time by Dave.
So Dave does take it. Yes, Stein found himself, great hustle on the rebound, but he found himself in too deep, and he was flirting with that baseline, and Coach Dave Osborne called a timeout before he did step on the baseline. Still 37-35. Montague will have the ball when we get back to live action here. John Russell along with Cal Van Single, Brent Rath here, along with Jesse King and the Tarkinator.
Tarkin, I like that.
Yeah, that's what they call him.
Tarkinator.
Yeah, Matt Tarkett.
That's a great nickname.
That wasn't me. That was they called him that before we came on board.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I was so impressed with you.
Yeah, until now.
Well, not anymore, but I was for a minute really impressed with you.
Long trigger comes out to Stein. Stein brings it back up top, 1:48 left.
They jumped into man-to-man.
2-point lead for Montague. They have the ball.
Trying to force a turnover here.
Pass to Atchison. Atchison was looking at Tug. Kicks it back over to Stein. Stein shoots.
Nope.
Going to be short. Oh, Tug has the rebound and scores.
Nice job by Tug. Only 4 points in the game, but that's what he does for you right there.
39-35 now. 1:26 left. Cross the line. Oh, that's stolen away by Rath.
Nice, good job. But you do not have to attack the rim. Please set, rig set. Nice job.
This is.
We're going to foul. Ripstra. He has yet to foul, I don't think. Let's see. I don't have him for any, so let's see what they put up on the board.
Yeah,
it is
his
his
first.
first. Now, John, you got a Snickers bar because we're not going anywhere for a while now.
Owen Rath at the free throw line. Gallo and Young check in.
Owen Rath shooting to the line.
Owen Rath was, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Bogue and Myers check out.
Owen and 5 points here in the second half. First one's up and it's in.
Make it 6 points. That was a big one. 39-30, or 40 now. I'm sorry, 40-35. 5-point lead.
Not, double not. Throw in a couple of gazintas and you're going to be okay.
2-possession game. And
Nice.
Rath knocks that one down.
Nice job by the sophomore Owen. He's going to come out. Blankstrom checking in.
So still a 2-possession game,
Yep.
but those 2 possessions are triples.
You watch, they get a chance for offense. If there's a whistle and they go on offense, look for Owen to come right back in maybe.
This is Ripstra.
Great defense
to
up front.
Gallo, yeah. Down in the corner to McManus. He lets it fly. Knocks it down. Talk about your many players, huh?
That is his 4th 3 of the evening, and I tell you what, he rained that thing in from long distance. And
the Norse foul Stein. So now it's 41-38. That's what McManus can do for you.
Oh, my goodness.
57.1 seconds left.
If you get a chance, listen to the podcast this afternoon. Scott DeCamp and Brent, and I'll tell you what, Zach.
And Tim Stout.
Thank you. I was waiting to see if he made that free throw, and he missed it.
And back come the Norse now. Norse trailing 41-38. Chuck Ripstra shouting out to his team. This is Champ Young over to his brother James. Shoots and it will not crawl in. Rebound underneath as Gallo goes back strong. Misses. Rebound Tate Stein, and a foul's going to be called against North
Nice
Muskegon.
job by Tate getting up in there.
Yeah.
But in that podcast this afternoon, they were talking like the best 5, the top 5 players in the conference, and there was a lot of talk about McManus being in that top 5.
I would agree with that. Like I said last year, he and his brother just almost willed that North Muskegon team as far as they went.
So Gallo's got 4 fouls, and Stein going to go back. He just missed that front end of that 1-and-1 here just a moment ago.
Yeah, we followed them to Fenville, wasn't it?
Fenville.
Yeah. Shot put up and made by Stein. 42-38, 39.1 seconds left.
We had a great interview with Wes Leonard's mother.
Yeah, that was good. You did a great job with that. Of course, a great athlete that passed away after hitting a winning shot. Talk about a tragic story there. 43-38, 37 seconds left. Here comes North Muskegon. This is McManus, and he's going to take it, and he's going to score. And a timeout call by Chuck Ripstra.
Nice job by Isaiah to not foul, too.
43-38 now. Or 40. I'm sorry. Let me recheck that. 43-40. So it is one possession game.
8, actually 11, 14. He got 16 points here so far.
And a bushel basket full of them here in the second half, right?
Yeah. See who's lead them. Isaiah's got 12. Stein's got 7, 8, 9, 11 so far. You been watching the Olympics?
Not very much.
I record it all, and then I pick out what I want to watch.
Right.
And I was watching the women's downhill today.
Yeah.
They had a girl. There were 3 girls. 2 of them hit. One hit 83. The other one hit 83.4, and the other one went over 84.
Wow.
You and I going down the downhill, like maybe 8 to 10 miles an hour might be tops for us, let alone 80-some miles an hour.
I know. You don't even want to drive that fast.
No.
And there's going to be a foul. Champ Young's going to foul Atchison.
I tell you what, I think I got Champ now for 4.
Larry Mansfield tells us that Grant leads Fremont 28-17 at the half. Wow, Grant doing a number on Fremont there, huh?
Is that guy?
It
I
might be
can't remember
girls.
if that's girls or boys.
Yeah,
did
he didn't say. No.
I think that's girls.
Okay.
But you know what? No, I think that it could be boys too.
Yeah, I didn't say. And Atchison hits the free throw. Big one there. So that turns it into a 2-possession game now with 28.4 seconds left.
Yeah, he's now Isaiah doing a lot better. He's now made 3 out of 4 here.
Atchison free throw line. Oh, in and out, no. Rebound Bogue for
That was
North
pretty.
Muskegon.
Go ahead.
Oh, ball intercepted.
Wow.
Stein getting up high and a foul.
And that's Champ Young with a foul. That's his 5th. Where did Stein come from?
Man,
What a steal.
he got up there high, didn't he?
He certainly did. Man, I mean, I didn't even see him, did you?
I
mean,
saw him out there, but I didn't see-
Yeah. He just climbed the ladder to go get that thing.
So it's
Yeah,
already a 2-possession game, so Stein can go a long way in sewing this one up.
Has made his last 2. He's 3 for 5, though. See what he does with this. First one's up and it's in.
Yeah. 45-40 with 23.1 seconds left.
Well, if Montague hangs on here, that will avenge that overtime loss that they had here to North Muskegon at the old barn. The home in North Muskegon.
Second shot is made. Yeah, they put us on the floor over North Muskegon, and that is a fun place to call a game, but I'll tell you what, I always said that we're going to meet our demise there. We're right in the line of fire there. This is McManus shooting with 13 seconds left, misses, rebound tipped again, and Atchison had it for a second. Bogue hits it back, and then...
Take your foul, take your pick.
Yeah.
Isaiah? Nope, it's not. It's Johnston.
So Johnson
It's one
with a
of those
foul.
2. Yep.
7.4 seconds left is going to put Bogue at the free throw line.
Vogue is 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Right now, Montague up by 6.
If he gets both of these, look for Chuck to get a timeout.
Yeah. I missed that one.
Okay, still look for Chuck to get a timeout.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Dave called it.
Dave Osborne calls a timeout now, so when we come back, we'll have one more free throw for Bogue to shoot. Could cut it to a 5-point lead.
I got Stein with 13 so far. Yeah, 10, 12, and I got Isaiah with 13. Blankstrom 4, Brassfield 2, Owen with 7, Olson with 2. For Ripstra, Coach Ripster, his son's got 5. McManus is 16, Champ Young with 1. James Young with 1, Bogue with 6. Bogue is yet to score here in the second half, buddy.
Wow.
Kurzman with 4, Myers with 5 here in the fourth quarter, Gallo with 2. So 46-40 here, Montague with the lead. Just about 20, maybe 21 seconds left, if that much.
So this will make the standings even. I'll tell you what, look at these. You got two teams jumbled up at top at 8 and 2 with Ravenna and Whitehall. You got Shelby and North Muskegon coming in at 6 and 4. And then you have Montague at 5 and 5. If they win this one, they'll improve to 6 and 5, and they'll tie with North Muskegon.
Mm-hmm. A lot of really good teams here.
There are.
In the West Michigan Conference.
Bogue at the free throw line here. He's got one shot left, and he misses that one. Rebound, Atchison. Down to 6 seconds left. This is Stein. And a foul's going to be called.
That's going to go on Bogue.
Yep.
That's his second, and it is.
Jason Bogue.
Kind of snuck away on me. There was less time than what I thought even on the clock.
Yeah, 3.5, right?
Stein on that line. He's got 13 on the evening. Let's see what he does here. He's made now 4 in a row. So hopefully he's found the zone. Good, I think, well officiated game here tonight.
Yeah, really.
A couple of calls that maybe could have went the other way. Dave's not gonna agree with that call at about the 3-minute mark, but I think other than that, officials have done a good job here.
Stein hits free throw, and he gets another one, and he hits that one as well. That'll put it away. 48-40. The Montague Wildcats going to win this one, and McManus will just dribble it out, and that is the final score. 48 for the Montague Wildcats. 40 for the North Muskegon Norsemen.
Nice to see McManus went over and fist bumped 2 of the 3 officials.
Yeah.
You know, so that's good to see also. So
yep.
Here we go here. If I can quick do this. Owen Rath, he's going to have 7. Johnston did not score at all. Tug had 4. Stein had 13. Atchison had 13. No, I take it back. Stein had 15, I believe. Isaiah had 13. Blankstrom 4. Brassfield 2. Olson 2. For Chuck Ribstra's North Muskegon Norseman, Gallows got, or first of all, Champ Young with 1 and James Young with 1. There was a lot of offense that was missing there tonight.
Right.
Gallo with 2. Kurzman with 4. Ribstra's son, he's got 5. He didn't score in the second half. Bogus got 6, and McManus leads them in scoring with 16 points here so far, or game's over. 16 points on the evening.
All right.
Okay.
There you have it at a typical West Michigan Conference battle.
It's a battle.
Yeah. So right now you got Montague improving to 6-5 in the league, 10-5 overall. North Muskegon slips now to 6-5 and 9-7 overall. So looks like that's going to do it for us and what's going to be a busy week here on CatchMark SportsNet. So from the partner, Cal Van Sinkle, great job as usual, partner.
A lot of fun, and I'll see you Friday night.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir.
Finals, and we want to thank Brent Rath. We want to thank Jesse King and also
Tarkinator.
The Tarkinator, Matt Tarkett. Final score, final time here at Montague. It's Montague 48, North Muskegon 40. Have yourself a good night, everybody.